And if you guys like information, you're going to love your next act. On deck, we have Desmond Lee, but right now, please put your hands together. He's here to answer your questions about astronomy, not astrology. He'll be really mean to you if you conflate the two. Put your hands together for Dr. Laird, everybody. Give it up.
You stole one of my insults. So, yeah, that's right. I'm Dr. Laird. I'm here to answer your stupid astronomy questions. That's my job. I have no bit. I have nothing prepared. I am absolutely, completely blank. And I can't see you either, for that matter. So literally, I could stand here for the next 7 minutes because I bought a double. And I could just stand here and just do nothing. So you have to ask me astronomy questions. They can be stupid, in which case they will be met in kind. And if they are intelligent, they will be also met in kind. I have, as you notice, 80 years worth of information that I'm ready to impart. 80 years, that's right. I am 80 years old. So I'm ready. Yeah. You are ready. Ask me a question.
What's the difference between astronomy and what? I'm drunk, guys. Astronomy.
What's the difference between astronomy, whatever you said, and astronomy?
Of course.
One is a science. One is a tale you tell to people for money. Okay,
Which one is which, though?
Oh well, which one is which? Is a good question.
The girls want to
Good question. It turns out that astrology means knowledge of the stars because they got the name first. Okay, and astronomy means numbering them, so hardly anything at all. So the better named one is astrology. The one that works for me is astronomy. Thank you.
Prove to me that Earth isn't flat.
Ooh,
Proof?
get him, dude. Let's go.
I'll tell you. Have you ever been on a plane?
Yes.
Yeah, you have been on a plane. From where to where?
I don't know. I went to like Washington, Japan.
Okay, so you went to Japan. Do
Yeah.
you realize that on a flat Earth, the guy would have had to take a detour, park his car, park his thing in orbit somewhere, circling around DC for a couple of hours so he could make it to Japan in the time frame that he said he would get there? Because basically, you can't get to Japan from here unless you go on a great circle from here to there. But on a flat Earth, it's pretty much a straight path. So yeah, you've been on a plane. Did you notice the pilot circling the airport for a couple of hours?
No.
No, so you already know. Okay, thank you.
Do you,
Yes,
what are
please.
your thoughts on the SpaceX thing that just happened? There was like a...
Which SpaceX thing that happened? Elon Musk?
Yeah,
He just happened,
there
but.
was like some explosion, it didn't go off, right? Do you know
Oh,
what
you
happened
mean
there?
the most recent
Yeah.
SpaceX thing where the second stage blew up over Trinidad and Tobago? That one?
Yes.
Yes. I liked it. I thought the fireworks were quite nice. No, really. In order for me to enjoy the next 20 years of my life, if I have that much time left, I depend upon Elon Musk to put some really amazing shit into orbit so I can see the next amazing thing in the solar system. Because in astronomy, you can only see things through a telescope, which means that we're here. But with Elon Musk's help, we can go there. So I'm interested. Okay? Well, yeah, whatever he might be.
I have a question.
Do I believe we went to the moon? Yes, I do believe we went to the moon. I actually have some moon dust in my closet. So yeah, thank you.
Do you feel bad for Pluto?
What?
Do you feel bad for Pluto?
No, I don't feel. First of all, Pluto is not a person, so I don't really feel bad for Pluto. Say what?
How do you feel about Uranus?
How do I? The Uranus joke. Don't do the Uranus joke. Okay, it's not funny. The Pluto thing is also not interesting because, well, it is interesting, but in the context of Pluto didn't mind because it got to be the first of the many dwarf planets. So it is first of many rather than last of the other 8. So I think Pluto was promoted rather than demoted. So I'm feeling good about it.
Dr. Laird, you got one over here.
Okay, if you raise your hand, I can't see it.
I've got a
So.
question. If you could have a dinner party with some learned people, some scientists, who would you like to invite from the past?
That's a great question because I always answer. I have the guy I would like to invite to have dinner with me would be Benjamin Franklin. Because he's smart enough and current enough to really get it when I whip out my iPhone. That's what I would do. He comes over, I'd blindfold him, whip out my iPhone. You know, that would be the first thing I'd do. Right, what?
Dick joke. It was a dick joke.
It's a dick joke.
It's a dick joke,
It's
It was a dick joke.
There's a dick joke? I don't go.
Doctor,
I don't do dick jokes.
I have a question.
Question.
If our human body exposed to the space,
Yes.
what's the first factor that will kill us, and what will our corpse scientifically look like?
So the first thing I think that would kill us would be a deadly thought of like, oh no, not again. And that's from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Thank you very much. Right. So what would kill us? What would you like first? The blood boiling, the eyeball freezing? I think the eyeball freezing would be the first thing that would go. You know, and you wouldn't see anything. And besides which, if you were thrown out into space and you were staring at the sun by accident, you'd see nothing. But if you were staring in the other direction, then you'd be able to see stars in the last split second before you died. So I would like to be ejected away from the sun, if I was going to be ejected at all. However, I've, in the first place, I've been in a spaceship. And that would mean that I'd be experiencing weightlessness, which would also mean that I wouldn't have gone in the first place. Because at 80 years old, I couldn't take a free fall for a split second. So, never mind. Other questions, or are we finished?
No.
What's
no,
your
no,
sign?
no, no.
What?
What's your sign?
What's my sign?
Yeah.
I don't have a sign. Why would you ask me a question like that? Okay, thank you.
Do you believe in parallel universes?
Do I believe in parallel universes? Well, you know, science is a question of, it's not a question of belief, okay? It's a question of science. So the question is there any evidence whatsoever for parallel universes? And the answer is not yet. Hold on, maybe in your lifetime, but probably not. So,
But, do you
yes.
believe in God?
Do I believe in God? Which one?
Vishnu.
God.
Vishnu, there's lots of, well, Vishnu.
Let's say an all-knowing being.
No, Vishnu.
No, I'll tell you what I don't believe in. I don't believe in God, but on the other hand, I'm totally up for trying to figure out I was going to say, you know, dirty word, but I'm recording this. How I got here, okay? And because I'm pretty amazing, but I can't figure out how I got here. And there's a lot of evidence to say that that this universe that we live in was sort of specially created just for our existence. Nevertheless, I'm an atheist.
Do you think aliens?
Hell yeah.
Are aliens real?
Yeah, do you think they
Are
visit
aliens
us?
real? I like that. We haven't met any, except, no, we haven't met any, but I have to announce the recent news from the asteroid Rignu, from the spacecraft Bennu, I guess something like that, is that the stuff on that asteroid contains 14 of the 20 amino acids that we need to live. And all of the nucleotides were found on that asteroid. So while it's not an alien, okay, it's pretty close to making one, okay? So we're learning that maybe we came from the stars as a normal thing rather than an exception. But we won't know that until we get some actual evidence of other life forms in the universe, and
What
that
do you know
now
about
is
the
not.
Matrix?
What?
What do you know about the Matrix?
What do I know about the Matrix?
Yeah, simulation theory.
Do I believe that we live in a matrix?
Yes.
Do I believe that I'm a computer simulation?
Yes.
I do not believe I'm a computer simulation. I'm far too complicated. No, really, have you noticed all the things that are going on here? Really, and I'm not talking about my bit because it's not that funny. I'm talking about the whole, DNA thing that's going on here, and it would have to be a simulation. Is my time?
You have like 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
Let's
My name is Dr. Laird. You can find me on YouTube at Laird Whitehill, where I have about 50 videos out there, and you can see me live doing this and other. I actually talk for an hour on YouTube for 42 minutes, 42 videos, which corresponds exactly to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Thank you very much.
Yeah! Give it up for Dr. Laird, everybody.